Now let's be real, the low tire pressure light could be pretty annoying sometimes. You fill up your tires, think you fixed it, and then the light turns back on the next morning. Or worse, it flashes every time you start the car and refuses to go away. It feels like the car is nagging you non-stop, and a lot of people end up ignoring it. So let's try to understand the system a bit better, what causes the light, and how you can make it go away. The light you see on your dashboard is part of the tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS for short. Its purpose is to warn the driver when the tires are low on air. Driving with low tire pressure can cause bad fuel economy, uneven tire wear, and poor handling. Basically, this system is there to protect you. There are two types of TPMS systems, direct and indirect. A direct system typically uses tire pressure sensors inside each wheel. These sensors measure the exact air pressure and send that data to the ECM. A direct system is usually considered to be more accurate. Now, an indirect TPMS system relies on the ABS wheel speed sensors. When a tire gets low on air, it rotates slightly faster than the others, and the computer picks up on that difference. The location of the tire pressure sensor is going to be directly inside of the wheel of your car. The first thing you want to do is check the PSI on each tire. If there are some that are low, fill it up with air to the recommended PSI. Then, drive around for 20 minutes and the light should clear itself. Some cars have a reset button underneath the steering wheel or a menu option in the dash, so check your owner's manual. But what do you do if the TPMS light is still on? Well, most likely you have a bad tire pressure sensor. Now, the way you can tell the sensor's going bad is if every time you start the car, you see the TPMS light flash for around a minute before it stays solid. This means the sensors aren't communicating properly and are dying. To make your life a little easier, I recommend getting a TPMS tool. With this device, you can scan each wheel to see which sensor is failing. A good sensor will respond with its pressure and ID, a dead sensor won't respond at all. Once you found a malfunctioning sensor, go ahead and replace it. Most sensors last 7 to 10 years. After replacement, the car has to recognize the new sensor's ID. Some cars relearn automatically just by driving, while others need a TPMS or scan tool to program the ID into the system. Thank you so much for watching, and if you learned something new, please like and subscribe.